podcast is live, so I'm gonna share it. Facebook.
Sharing the link.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, sheesh.
None of that. None of that. None of that. All right, let's do this, man. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. If y'all ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, 3, 2, 1. You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
334.
fellas.
Yes, sir.
How was the week?
Dizzle.
Good week. Great week, actually. Got back in the gym, you know. Still feel it since I took a break.
How long was the break?
Like a week and a half, 2
Oh,
weeks.
okay. Ain't bad.
Nothing crazy. But now my chest is sore as fuck. And it's been 3 days. I got another basketball game today. We won. Oh, last week's game
Talk
was
about
crazy. So last week's game, we're playing against the free agents team. So there's a team in the league where if you don't know 10 people, you can just sign up and they'll throw you on a team with other
Oh,
randoms.
shit, Kev. We got a little spot.
So I'm thinking this should be an easy dub, right?
Right.
Not at all. So the free agent team, I guess they don't show up. Like they don't have a full five that showed up. So they gave us the win, but just random niggas just threw on a jersey and we played a game, no referees. So I'm still trying to win. They're keeping score.
Yeah.
We're calling our own fouls and shit. I'm still trying to win. It comes down to the last, it's a close game the whole game. It's coming down to the last 30 seconds, tie game. The other nigga come down, do some crazy shit, pull a three, blaze it with 5 seconds left. Maybe not even 5, maybe 3. One of my niggas take the ball out, pass it to a homeboy that looks like me. And
They say we all have a twin.
he's
right?
dribbling and heaves it from half court. Swish at the
Bottoms.
buzzer. So tie game, we're not about to do overtime for a game that don't count. So we just do a little shoot off and we end up winning it that way. So we are 3-3 and we got our last game today against a team that's 4-2. So it should be a nice little battle.
How the legs feeling? How you feeling?
Oh yeah, I think I'm good. I told you I hurt my toe. My toenail black as fuck. My big toe black.
Wait, no. Was it the toe? I thought it was the knee.
Right.
That was the first week.
It started at the shoulder, so it's been,
Yeah.
it's been shoulders, knees, and toes.
I have been hurt more in this past year than I've ever had in my life. No injuries throughout my high school, youngin' career, nothing. This past year, yeah. But
Welcome to life after 30, bro.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's coming.
but shit, I had a DJ gig too, man. My highest paying gig.
Nice.
Yesterday. It was pretty dope. Shout outs to Ashley because Ashley's hooked me up with a couple of gigs and she said that she actually has a couple more for me. So big shout outs to her. Tired, bro. Gig lasted, I think I got there around 1:30. That shit didn't end till 11. And the thing is, it could have ended at 9:30. And
Kept
then
the party going. You kept the party going.
I was low-key trying to play slow jams so niggas could leave, bro. But nah, man, it was only at 9 o'clock, it was probably only 10 people still there dancing. Everybody else, all the hundreds of people is gone. So you're thinking,
Yeah.
okay, they're going to wrap it up here soon. I'm going to get out of here early.
On the vibe when I start playing some Garth Brooks or some. I start slowing them down. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna start cleaning up. I'm cleaning up.
Yeah. No.
No alley-oop music. No, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
line it up for somebody.
No.
I'll play some Garth Brooks.
I mean, depending on what kind of event I'm at, I'll start slowing it down. Like if it's a country event, I'm gonna start slow country in it. If it's a black event, I'm gonna start slow R&B in it. But we're gonna start tearing the lights down. We're gonna start unplugging shit like everybody else.
Bro,
the last one.
As you should.
They was not trying to leave.
Yeah, I know how that goes. They want you to the last second.
They literally was trying to get their money's worth. And then like, so at 9 o'clock, I'm thinking I might get out of here at 10. I'm playing songs. They still dancing. They're still requesting music. It hits 10 o'clock. I'm like, all right, should be wrapping it up soon. I hear the groom say, we got a whole nother hour. I'm like, God, yeah, again. But nah, it was cool. They gave me a tip too at the end, which is always good. Wasn't expecting it. So now it was pretty good week, but I was tired.
Good luck today at the hoop court, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stretch. Make sure you don't go out there and just hop in the layup line. You might want to get a lap in.
That's facts.
Killer, what's up?
So shit, we was last time we did this, I was in mid-trip. I was in Kansas City, but I wrapped up that trip. Went to Kansas City for my wife's grandmother's 80th. Took my second and third child. My oldest had high school obligations and competitions, and so she didn't really want to miss that. So we finished up that, went to St. Louis, did a St. Louis Arch on the way home. And then other than that, it was a good week of just, I had some bookings. I booked a 7-hour graduation party that's going to involve a dinner and a party. And I'm getting to the age now, I guess, where I'm partying for like the person, like the graduate used to work for me at Edible.
Okay.
So I got a relationship with him, and I met him at Edible. The mother that is booking me is a few years older than me, and she has been on the Killer Kev ride of all the events I've done over the years. So when he told her who he wanted to DJ, and she knew who it was, in the booking process, she hit me with I've been to some of the Ratchet events, I've been to some of the classic events, and you always do your thing. So we definitely want to have you. So that always feels good in the booking process when you serviced, both generations and both people still rock with you. So had a few bookings. Booked that, and I booked another wedding that's going to happen in I think September. Some good friends of mine that has partied with me from like the Therapy Cafe days.
Ooh, good times.
So that's always a good feeling when they want to take it back to that. Other than that, though, Edible was solid. My children, I got to shout out my kids. My oldest two, Camille and Carmen, are now rowers, which is an affiliate of Sigma Gamma Rho. It's like their youth and involvement. So they have been doing some meetings and going to mentorship things, and now have gotten inducted into this affiliation. So we had their induction yesterday. That was really dope.
They're gonna teach them some steps.
They already got one. They got their own little hand sign. They got their own little chant. You know how I ain't trying to be disrespectful now. Oh, don't come for me. Please don't come for me. But you know how the alphas do the 1906, right? They got their 1939. So they 1939. They out there really,
banging on wax.
Yeah, doing their thing. They got their own little stroll and everything. But it was just dope to see them involved with that. My wife's involvement with SG Row. To see that all connected with our family was super dope. So had a good event with that. And other than that, it was solid week.
Dope. I ain't do shit.
Nothing?
I ain't do shit.
You got the bye week this week?
I ain't do shit but work. I told you guys we're getting ready for is that yours or mine? Yeah, that's yours. No, I told you guys we got a St. Patrick's Day event coming up with the station. So really just trying to get that situated. Earlier in the week, we had a day that was like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And that was the same day that we went over to the venue to, do some video and just talk to the venue, just lay everything out, get some maps going and everything like that. And basically everybody had the same thought process. Like, man, if we get a weather day like today on St. Patrick's Day, we're going to get a great crowd. But it being Ohio, you have no idea. It could rain like it did on Friday. It could be super windy like it was on Thursday. It could be decent like it's going to be today. You just never know. We're really all dependent on the weather. So really just trying to do our part to promote the event and, try to do something new for the radio station. That's really all I've been on, man. Just trying to make sure this event goes off without a hitch, real talk.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be I'm a big radio listener, so I've been hearing the promos and hearing everything that's going into it. So I'm going to try to slide by before my event. Definitely show my support.
Appreciate it. Another thing that I'm trying to get involved with is the TikTok world.
So please take the hit for me, because I need somebody to
Dizzle used to be a TikToker.
And my kids are, but I just don't want to learn. Like I don't have the energy to want to add that to my repertoire.
It's
like,
the same.
I'm cool with what I got. I'm cool
I
with
just-
Snap. I'm cool.
Just upload the same videos. It's the same. Ain't no different.
It is different.
It's not different.
You can throw some music on there. You can throw some effects. You can chop and splice. The person that really got me on it now, me and Ryan Drake, we have our meetings or whatever about, the direction of the station and things that we need to do that we don't do because we're so busy and everything like that. It's like, man, we got to get on TikTok. His son is in the 9th grade. He wrestles for Fairmont. And he's like, man, he's been on me about TikTok, yada, yada, yada. So he's been doing a lot of TikToks lately. He brought his hoverboard to the
I saw the
station.
race.
He did the race around. It's in the building right now if y'all want to try it.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
do.
saying? Okay.
Wait.
You feel me?
A hoverboard? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Like the little 2 feet.
Yeah.
Is it charged up? Because I've
Charged
seen
up, ready
niggas
to go.
doing it and it died on them and they go flying.
Nigga almost hit the wall several times.
You.
I'm learning. So that, and then another big thing that I did this week, I had a meeting with Raising Cane's. So I'm gonna be endorsing Raising Cane's over the summer. So I had a meeting with those good folks over there. Got some good gift cards. So appreciate them.
Hey.
Hold me down for lunch for a couple days.
I saw you got a big box.
Yeah.
So
that's like one of my first TikToks.
Hold on. Fast in November is out the window when it comes to free gift cards.
Oh no, when it's free. When it's free, we eat. You know what I mean?
I saw the big box. I'm thinking you got a big box of tenders. So it wasn't a chicken in the box.
No, it was a couple gift cards in there, some hats, t-shirts, some koozies, just a whole bunch of random stuff. Actually, I got a cool ass cutout of Snoop. So I'm at the restaurant. They had a cutout of Nelly, Dude Machete, Snoop, and it was like, "You want one?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm good, man. This is for your restaurant. It's all good." It's like, "Nah, I'll get another one. Take it." So we got Snoop in the studio, man.
So I saw a
go ahead.
care package open, and I always look at it from like the shoe aspect. I always think when somebody opening the care package, like Khaled, like I'm about to show y'all these fresh J's. I'm like, damn, they're about to lay Kev out with something nice. And it was nice. Don't get me wrong, but I just in my mind I was like, what? Kevin got some shoes? Like, what's
Man, listen. Speaking of shoes, I won some shoes yesterday.
Got him.
And facts. And I told myself, like, all right, I've only bought 2 pairs of shoes this year. No, 3. I take that back. Only need 2 more this year. Need 2 more this year.
You know it's March 5th, right?
Only need 2 more this year. And one of them is not even guaranteed to come out. Those are the Olive 9s. But I got to have, so I'm going to need the assistance of my podcast brothers for these Travis Scott lows. So I'll keep y'all posted when these Travis Scott lows come out. I'm going to need y'all assistance.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Why don't you just get your bot going?
Man, you know how much a bot is?
Mm-mm.
A bot is like at least 800, and that don't even guarantee you getting the shoe.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot to go into a bot, man.
I'll be a bot for you for $450.
But I got to shout out, like you did, DJ O'Peasy. I've been meaning to bring this to the podcast for a while, man. He sent us a Happy New Year gift. So we got gift cards from the brother DJ O'Peasy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
One for
shit.
you.
that's
I'm
what's
going there
up.
right after I
One
leave
for
here.
you.
Appreciate it.
I'm hungry.
No doubt. With the letter, Kevin Killer Dizzle. Just a Happy New Year gift from your bro here in Columbus. Thanks for being the great guys that you are and consistent, informative, and funny. Keep doing what you love to do. I appreciate y'all. Love, OP.
Hey.
Love you back, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate
sure.
that, good brother.
All right, man. Let's jump into these topics, and we'll start with the lighter topics involving sports. So, XFL. Anybody watching the XFL?
No.
I forgot it was a thing until they was like showing highlights, and it's week 4, week 5, or some shit.
I be seeing the commercials, and I kind of see it a little bit on Sports Center, but that's the most I'm gonna get.
No, I haven't watched it. All right, moving on.
So wait, so this is the return of XFL because we've
Like
seen.
the 3rd or 4th try.
Yeah.
Is it not? Yeah. Why though? Are we not football fans? Can we not bet on it? Like
Yeah, you can bet on it.
Yeah. It's just
it ain't it.
like so. This is no shade, I promise. I just don't feel like, and that's what would happen. I don't feel like learning a new population of players that I got to be like, damn, do I want to bet on this game tonight?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to give it that honestly because I give so much to the 4, 5 major sports we got anyway. I bet on golf every week. I bet on basketball every day. I bet on football when it's here. I dabbled into some college this year just because I'm available because it's a part of it's available now. So
Right.
I don't have the energy because I already come home to three kids and a wife. So
Yeah, three.
yeah,
Wow.
dude, that would be jumping. But
Utah.
right. Oh, maybe retirement. No. But I just don't have the energy for it. So shouts to it though, because I see some I think I want to say Cody Latimer.
Yeah.
I want to say he from around here, and I've seen some names that I recognize just from their journey in the football world. So it's quality football. It got to be, and I know the excitement they bring is a different level. So it got to be fun. I just don't have the capacity for it personally.
Well, you ain't watching, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the NFL. To be honest, I didn't watch much of the NFL. So, and then there's another football league, right? Like
Yeah,
American.
USFL.
Oh, what? I thought it was AAFL. Is that not a thing? African American? No, that's not African American Football League.
Yeah. No.
What's it called? USFL?
Yeah, USFL.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. So like for me, it's just like I don't ever think that professional spring football is really going to catch on with the masses. Like to say if we had a team locally or in Columbus or whatever, yeah, I would go as a novelty. Like, oh yeah, I went to a game to check it out, to just something to do. But like hardcore betting on it, locked in, like, oh man, who's gonna win whatever they're called, their Super Bowl or whatever.
Yeah.
Just not gonna be like that, man.
Exactly.
Just not.
Damn. So give it another year, maybe.
Oh no, it's gonna stick around because places or ESPN needs programming. And I mean, you can only watch so many bowling, wood chopping episodes. I mean, we in this country love football. And the thing about the XFL and USFL is they have a lot of guys that used to be stars in the college football ranks. And most of these teams are in like college football areas. So people that didn't make it in the NFL or they had a couple seasons in the NFL, they play in these other leagues and they're popular names in that area. So they'll have a fan base that's going to just watch it just because, but like, I don't think it's going to just disappear and fall off the map, but it ain't going to get NFL ratings.
That's why I would think you would like it more, because you are so about the college football.
I am. I love
and I know
college
you
football.
know 85% of those games.
It was on in the background one day when I was cleaning up the house and they were rattling off so-and-so, those are two so-and-so on the tackle. I knew
like Josh Gordon in there, I think.
Yeah.
AJ McCarron.
Yeah,
That's about all. What's the punter name? The black punter? Nigga that be dancing, King.
He out the league.
Sean King?
Is it Sean?
No,
it's not Sean.
King used to be a quarterback for Tampa Bay.
What's his name? It's something King though. Marquette King.
At least he was
Marquise.
black, right?
Marquise? It's Marquette. Ain't it Marquette?
It's Marquise, I think it is. But yeah, he used to punt for the Raiders.
Yeah. So I mean,
It's quality football.
Shout out to them. Shout out to keep chasing your dreams, players. All right, NBA time, man. LaMelo Ball don't miss the rest of the season with a fractured ankle. That looked bad because he didn't roll it on somebody else's foot. He was just at the top of the key, and then my ankle broke.
Right.
them Ball brothers, bro.
Man.
Lonzo career looking like it might be done.
Mm-hmm.
He can't walk. He said he feels pain every day just doing regular activities.
That's crazy.
That's bad for business. And then we got the Brooklyn Nets planning to shut down Ben Simmons for the rest of the regular season. I mean, the rest of their season because they're not going to make the playoffs.
Been getting that check, boy.
I don't even know what to say about Ben Simmons, man. It looked like a case of somebody that just don't want to play basketball no more, man. Honestly, because they saying that he went out for what it was like a leg injury initially, and then now he's saying his back is hurting again, and he don't look like he want to play.
Right.
He don't look like he want to play. Brooklyn ain't the town for him. Like I can't even see a team that's willing to even pick him up with all the shit that he got going on. So
yeah, it's a real crazy situation because you look at Ben Simmons and you look at his career. So he comes from Australia. His dad used to play professional basketball. He comes to the United States, plays at one of those academy schools down in Florida, goes to LSU, averages a double-double at LSU, like 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. You know, he definitely should be the number one pick. He's a baller.
Mm-hmm.
So first 4 seasons in the NBA, everything's fine. He's an all-star.
the next LeBron.
He's an all defensive caliber player. He's playing good basketball, yada, yada, yada. And then just something happens. Something happens. We just don't know what it is. I equate it to something that you know about, Killer, because you're a baseball guy and a golf guy. You got the yips. He got the yips, and he can't shake the yips. It looks like he forgot how to play basketball.
Yeah.
This is the first guy I've ever seen forget how to play basketball. I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine. I was like, Nick Anderson, remember in the finals when they played against the Heat, he missed 4 free throws in a row, and they ended up losing that series, and they ended up getting swept by the Rockets. He was like a 78% free throw shooter. After he missed those 4 free throws, he never made it above 55% again. But he could still play basketball. It was just like something mentally at the free throw line where he couldn't get over.
Yeah.
With Ben Simmons, it just seems like I can't do shit right. Like I can't play defense no more. I can't rebound no more. Like, if I'm not dunking it, I can't do anything right anymore, man. So it's something. Is it mentally? Is it he never really loved the game of basketball? He's just completely checked out.
I think he's so tired of it, like just tired of that being his life. That's what it looked like. It looked like he's tired of basketball because he don't want to do it. He struggles to put the ball back up and use 16. Like that don't make no sense to me. Like,
yeah. But at this point, he's super rich. So
And that's
do
the
he
thing,
gotta
too.
do it?
That's the thing too. What's keeping him from having to do it?
Yeah.
He can just I can just be hurt again. Bet.
Who would have thought Markelle Fultz would have a better season?
And he had the yip yips.
Yeah.
This is bad, man. This is bad because there's always going to be a segment of the population that's going to, whenever an athlete says they're having mental health issues, they're going to point at a Ben Simmons or whomever, like, oh, he lying, he faking. But how can you say those people are wrong when you look at Ben Simmons and be like, well, wait a minute, there's obviously something wrong because we got data from 4 years that says he's a good basketball player, and now we have this 2 or 3 year sample size of he's not a good basketball player.
Right.
Something's wrong.
We
Now
saw it
it's
in real
really
time.
it's really up to him to seek the help if he really wants to play basketball again.
Mhm.
And that would be my question for him. Is like, do you love playing basketball? Is this something you want to do? If it's not something you want to do, then you need to exit stage left because this ain't gonna cause you nothing but more pain and grief. Because is the check really worth it?
Right.
Because you're not playing. All you're doing is
And you're not,
tarnishing your legacy, quote unquote, and messing up your mental health even more if that's really the case.
and you're not living outside of basketball.
Right.
Because if you was living, we'd be seeing you every post, TMZ, Ben Simmons having a good time here, but they ain't showing up on the court. You know,
Right.
Like, so you're not doing that. Like, this got to be tough.
Or if it was all about the money, you collected said money, exit stage left.
Mhm.
Like, so
Right.
either way, man, you got to figure out what you want to do with yourself, man, because like you said, man, I don't think any team's going to pick him up now. I mean,
It's over.
with that contract, yikes.
It's over.
LeBron James expected to miss a lot of time with that foot injury. Is it over for the Los Angeles Lakers? I'm talking to Dizzle.
I know. I saw you looking at me. I'm trying to make eye contact.
How you feeling, Dizzle? We'll let you start this one off.
I still watch the games, and Anthony Davis, bro.
He ain't it.
How did this go from LeBron to Anthony Davis?
Because LeBron is old. It should have never been about LeBron. It's always about Anthony Davis is gonna take us there. If Anthony Davis ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing, we never had a shot. If LeBron is healthy, like while LeBron is out, they should be able to make the play in. They should.
They should.
If Anthony Davis is a top at this point, top 15? Top 15. They lost to the Timberwolves, bro.
Yeah, top 15 player. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
They lost to the Timberwolves. Timberwolves don't even got Karl Anthony Towns. You're telling me, Anthony Davis, you can't take him over the top?
Right.
Like y'all losing the teams that y'all should have been beaten. Y'all got the easiest schedule remaining. Y'all should be able to make y'all way in the top 10.
How long LeBron will be out?
They talking about 3 weeks to get reevaluated.
It's over.
I saw the video where he said, I heard it pop. He grabbed his foot. I heard it pop. So,
Look, man, this is what happens when dudes get older. It's
yeah,
just
man.
as simple as that, man. Outside of the bubble year, and I'm not trying to hate on the bubble championship, but outside of that season, he's been hurt, and that's what happens to people that's 30 plus years old.
Mhm.
as Dizzle is knowing now.
Yes.
His basketball career.
One thing lead to another. They keep piling up. I forgot the stat. It was like his first 15 seasons. He only missed 80 something games, or maybe even less than that. And then the last 5 seasons or whatever, over 100. It was something crazy. Yeah. But I mean,
time, never lose.
Anthony Davis got to step up. You a top player, and he's a top player because he can drop 28 and 10 in his sleep. We need this nigga to be doing what he was doing earlier in the season. Yeah. He was MVP.
He shows it and then he don't. That's the part that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
They'll be watching. Yeah. Going fishing, ain't that what they call them?
Man.
Oh man, 1, 2, 3 Cancun. This came through from the college basketball realm. Antoine Davis plays for Detroit Mercy, plays in the Horizon League, same conference that Wright State plays in. He is 3 points short of Pistol Pete Maravich's all-time scoring record in college basketball. Now, the reason this stat is crazy is no disrespect to Antoine Davis, but he is playing in way more games. So Pistol Pete played in 83 college basketball games, has 3,667 points. Antoine Davis, 3,663 points. Pistol Pete, 0 3-pointers made because they didn't have a 3-point line. Antoine Davis, 588 3-pointers made. It's crazy. Much respect to Antoine Davis. Yeah. And this is kind of like what I was talking about with the LeBron thing and Kareem. Mm-hmm. We getting a chance to see the crazy ass numbers that Pistol Pete put up in his heyday versus what Antoine Davis is doing, man. So salute to both of them. They're saying that Detroit Mercy is going to play in a postseason tournament. Things called like the CBI tournament. Kind of like, hey, man, we about to witness history, so let's put them in there because he's only 3 points away from tying it, 4 points away from breaking it. Do y'all think they should put him in there so he can break it? Or do y'all think, nah, man, you had your chance.
No, they lost.
You had multiple chances. Like you had an extra year of eligibility. Pistol Pete only played 3 years in college. You were playing 5 years. You had your chance. Get up out the paint.
If you want the individual stats, go play tennis and golf. It's a team sport. We ain't out here to pad these stats, in my opinion. Like, y'all had a season worth of games. Y'all was a mediocre team in a conference that's not a powerful.
Watch the disrespect of the
Raiders. I've been walking. Hey, they want me some money this year. I'm rooting for the Raiders. But just, I don't like the individualness of team sports like in that capacity.
No, I agree. I mean, so they're basically adding on a game for them.
So it's the NCAA tournament where you play for the championship. You have your NIT, and then there's this other tournament, there's like third tier tournament called like the CBI tournament. So they're saying like, well, shoot, the CBI, obviously, if you have a performance like this in your tournament, you're gonna get more eyeballs in your tournament. So it's kind of like twofold. Like, hey man, we're gonna have a record breaker in our tournament. We need more eyeballs on this. Why not? And this is something pretty cool. I don't have a big problem with it. I say do it.
So what if they qualified? I'm just throwing a scenario here. What if they throw them in there, but a team like a Wright State or someone had a better chance or should be in that spot and didn't get it?
Get a record breaker on your team. That's what I say. Hey man, if we recruited this dude to Wright State and he was doing this, I bet you everybody in this town be like, yeah man, put him in there. I have absolutely no problem with it. But I'm just blown away that Pistol Pete averaged 44 points a game.
That's nuts.
He was playing against plumbers, my guy.
Oh, God. Here we go. No 3-pointers, and he was launching from 3-point land. And this is 3 years. 3 years, and this dude played twice as many seasons, still couldn't break his record.
Yeah. We got Demetrius tuned in. Shout out to everybody tuned in on Facebook Live. He said, no, it shouldn't count. They should not add another game just for him to break the record.
Speaking of padding stats, Kendrick Perkins has accused the Joker of padding stats in the NBA.
I would disagree with that. It's as simple as they're winning games. The stat is like every time he has a triple-double, they win. So what are we talking about here? Russell Westbrook was doing it, and they was claiming he was padding stats, but they was like 6th seed. Like he wasn't really top of the West, or top of the league. So I don't think he's past that. And then you can look at his efficiency rating.
Right.
Like the nigga's breaking records in terms of how efficient he is, in terms of scoring, turnovers. Like, he's doing it all. I don't know. It's a little hate. I think it's a little hate from Kendrick.
He padding stats.
Padding stats.
You
Padding
think so?
Absolutely. LeBron was padding stats when he was trying to break Kareem's record. Guy we about to talk about in a couple seconds was padding stats. They all padding stats.
Mhm.
And guess what? I ain't got no problem with it. Because guess what? If you're padding stats, you still have to make shot. You still have to make pass. You still have to get steals. You have to get the rebound. Like, it ain't like cats is out here not playing basketball. You
Right.
still got to go out there and make the accomplishment happen. I have absolutely no problem with dudes, quote unquote, padding stats. It's not like cats out here doing the Ricky Davis. Remember that? Ricky Davis went on the wrong side of the hoop, missed the layup, and got the rebound. Like, it's not they're doing that. They're actually making these accomplishments happen. So if Joker truly is padding his stats, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Stop him. That's what I say.
Exactly.
If you can't stop him, shut up.
Yeah, because he out there, he's not the most athletic looking person, but he puts the numbers up. So if you ain't out there to be like, hey, this week we play them on Thursday, I'm gonna stop that motherfucker. And you don't,
Yeah.
hey, that's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, if he pads stats, so be it. Because I be betting on him. I be putting that triple double and a win. I'll parlay that real quick.
A guy that I'm a huge fan of, Dame, dropped 71 last week. He was out there padding stats because after he hit the 71, he tried to hit his 14th three that would have passed Klay Thompson's record. They were up 10 at the point. So that's technically padding stats. If he'd have made the shot, he missed. They pulled him out the game, yada, yada, yada. Game over. He had 71 points. Hell of a performance from Dame. But he was piss test the very next day.
Crazy.
And Donovan Mitchell was piss test the next day after he dropped 71. Conspiracy theory?
Yeah, because did Luka get pissed at when he dropped the 55, 20?
I don't know. I don't know because
I like where you going with that.
conspiracy.
Luka has some big games this year too. Now I don't hear him talking about immediately getting pissed test. So
That's funny.
I'm kind of on this side on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, the real reason we talking NBA and sports, one Ja Morant. The floor is yours, DJ Killer Kev. Give us the update on Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, man, has been accused, allegedly, beating up a 17-year-old boy and pointing a gun at him.
Ding!
And then the teenager told detectives from the Shelby County Sheriff's Office that after the fight, Morant went into the house and reemerged with a gun visible in his waistband of his pants and his hand on the weapon, according to the police interviews obtained by the Post, which have not previously been reported. Ain't Ja from the burbs, man? Why do people gotta be? I don't get the. I got money, be a dog. I gotta roll this crap. I mean, I guess I'm just 40 and I was 21 before, 22, 23, however Ja is, but
He'll be 24 in August.
But man, you gotta be. I mean, this ain't the first Ja Morant hiccup in the armor just this year. It's been a couple little darts thrown at him where he's been supposedly engaging in activities that you would not expect a superstar of his caliber to be engaging in. So
yeah, and then you go to the situation that happened in Indiana, allegedly guns pointed at buses with laser scopes.
Like, what's happening?
And then the situation on IG Live, Bizzle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing the most, man. So he's on IG Live, I guess at the club, having a good time, and decide he just want to show his gun for 1 second. So that 1 second of him, showing what he packing, pause, showing what he, showing his gun, led to, what is it, an indefinite suspension, or is it 2 games?
2 games.
Okay. I have a few different thoughts on this. One, he goofy. Let's start there. You a max player trying to, I guess this is the image that he wants to have, is some like a tough guy, a street cred type of dude. Like that's the image he wants to have. He got the big gold fronts. You know what I'm saying? Rapper lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I just Googled it. He makes $147,798 per game.
Mm.
So So that 1 second of showing your gun on the live cost you a smooth 300.
Another part of me is thinking, why did he get suspended? Like, did he break a rule? You can't show weapons on live? Is that
I think
why are
it's
you
more of
suspended?
it's more of an image thing. It's more of a you are under contract to be a part of this team.
Contract conduct detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
They always use that good phrase.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't think he should have been suspended?
Conduct detrimental to the team. What did he do? He didn't hurt nobody.
This is 3 times.
He didn't get
this is with the baseball, 3 strikes you're out.
Yeah,
this is the 3rd time that he's involved with something with guns.
Yeah, and we had a comment. I saw this report as well that he tried to fight a Finish Line employee at the mall, showed up with his goons and was quote unquote threatening, allegedly.
That's all detrimental to an image of these kids want your autograph, and we want to have these kids come to our arena and be happy to see you, and that's all detrimental to that image.
All right, so I'll ask this.
You always defending us. This is great because, knock on wood, if you or I ever do something very, very dumb, we know Dizzle is gonna have our back. So thank you.
I just be trying to look at it from different angles. So
come on, nigga.
If Chandler Parsons was out hunting ducks and had his guns on Instagram with all the dead ducks, he gonna get suspended for that?
Not because the duck went to the sheriff county to talk about it with the interview. About how
Dizzle, this is not a white or black thing. This is not a white or black thing. This is dumb. This is pure dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
I do think it's dumb. He shouldn't have done it. He's stupid and he shouldn't have done it. I just don't understand why he got suspended.
So what should be done? Well, how would you have punished him if you're Adam Silver? Another conversation? Hey man, heard you beat up a 17-year-old. Don't do that.
Allegedly,
hey, man.
He was defending himself.
Hey, allegedly there's laser guns in your car pointed at buses. Don't do that again. Hey, you're inside of a nightclub with a snub nose. Hey, don't do that again, Ja.
Hey,
no, man. Sit your ass down, bro.
It's March 5th and all that's happened in 2023.
Man.
You allegedly was at the Dayton Mall fighting folks at the finish line.
Like, man. Ja, come on.
It is dumb. It is immaturity to the maximum level. I don't know his upbringing. Everybody sees the picture of him floating around, sitting in the chair with his mom, dad, and sister, cheesing ear to ear. Everybody dressed up with a family photo. And you know what? I'm not a parent. You guys are. You're a parent. You're a parent. This is the problem for people like of our age or whatever that I won't say grew up in the struggle, but just like, all right, man, we kind of know what the streets are about or whatever. We want our kids to have absolutely nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. And they become sheltered. And then in Josh's case, he gets his money. And now you want to dabble in this world. Why? His parents worked hard to keep him away from that element. His dad is a business owner. His dad owns multiple barbershops. Mm-hmm. Like, I've seen the videos of him working out with his dad. His dad built a full court basketball court at their house for him and his sister to keep them away from other places. Like, they bust their ass to provide, and now you want to have guns like at the club, inside the club, and show it off on IG. Like, and the stupidity of thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna show a gun on Instagram Live and I have 1 million+ followers. You really don't think somebody's gonna screenshot that?
Yeah.
You should be suspended just for that, for being that stupid.
Yeah. Just for thinking that you're gonna get that off and no one's ever gonna like have a problem with it.
Yeah, it was very unnecessary, and it was literally a second. That second was not worth it, and not like, well, I don't know. He did come out with a statement though. I take full responsibility for my actions last night. Sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, cities of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. Going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being.
Copy and paste. Somebody sitting in that.
We're going to see, man. I'm rooting for Ja. I know I said the Memphis Grizzlies. I like them maybe a couple years ago, but they getting closer to my hate list, man.
Goons, goons. You can be a goon on the basketball court. Don't be a goon in real life. Yeah, man. It's levels this, man. You a multi-millionaire. You got a shoe coming out with Nike that's gonna sell like hotcakes. Like Kyrie's was like the hottest selling shoe out there. Every high school basketball team had the Kyrie's. Kyrie had a situation with Nike. He's no longer the guy. Now they're pushing you to be the guy. Your shoe is going to be that shoe. You're going to be that guy. Everybody loves to watch you play basketball. Get it together, bro. Get it together. Please, we beg of you. All right, TV time. Shouts out to Zendaya. She renegotiated her contract. She's getting $1 million per episode for the new season of Euphoria. I know, Killer, you didn't watch Euphoria. Dizzle, you got me hip to Euphoria. Very good show. She's walked away with Emmys for this show.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a conversation. Just salute to her for getting that back.
Should I watch the show?
You won't like it. You got teenage daughters.
Thank you. I'm not watching it.
You got
Shouts
teenage
to
daughters.
Zendaya.
You got a high school daughter and another daughter about to be in high school. We was talking about guns with Ja. You will have your gun out at that high school daily.
Yeah, I can't afford to lose $300K.
So, Chris Rock, did y'all watch the live special on Netflix last night?
Hell yeah.
I forgot about it.
Me too. I had it in my mind all day. Me and the wife was talking about, we're gonna watch it. Then we started doing something else, and it totally slipped my mind until this morning. So I saw some of the highlights online this morning, man. So
I fell asleep on it, but I thought it was an 8:00 situation. It was a 9:30 pre-show, 10:00 start.
Okay.
So I watched probably till about 10:30 and then finished up this morning. But y'all must watch it. It is y'all gonna hear about it all day long. He went in on everybody.
Damn, I should have watched it.
Didn't leave no names out. Just whatever he wanted to talk about. He didn't like sugarcoat it with the third person talk. He directly spoke to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pac started naming names.
One thing I'll say that was funny, I'll just say this, it won't ruin anything. He said, I want to fuck Doja Cat. So he was being that direct with all his statements. But,
minus the eyebrows.
But the last, I want to say 9 minutes was directly at the situation that everybody wanted to hear him talk about. He directly addressed it with a way that only he could. I watched those last 10 minutes 3 times this morning because it was that good. And I wanted to, in case y'all watched it, be able to talk about it.
Oh, I will have it watched by the next pod for sure. That is on my list.
It is definitely solid work by Mr. Chris Julius Rock.
You think Netflix gonna keep doing the live shows?
Hell yeah.
So it worked. That was my concern too, because that was their first attempt at something like that. And they had the pre-show in LA, and then the Chris Rock show, I want to say, was in Baltimore. But it worked well with no hiccups.
Who was the openers?
They had Leslie Jones on there. They had I saw D-Ray, just people that was like involved in kind of the Chris Rock journey over the years, whether it be he helped them get started or a lot of people were sharing those stories, but it was mostly just a lot of video tributes. They did like the dude that was hosting, I don't know the guy's name, it was an Asian comic, but after one of the video tributes, he said, well, we hope he doesn't die tonight, but if he does, the video's done. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like everybody was giving him like he's gone and giving his flowers, but it was dope how they did it. But it was a lot of just tributes.
You would know this. Has Chris, Tony, and Jordan ever done a show together?
They have done, yes, they have. They have done, like, I know one year at Tony's birthday in LA, Tony would host at the Laugh Factory. He would have a comedy night.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a night where Chris, they call him Chrissy. He did a set, and that kind of like blew the roof off. And Jordan opened up that like kind of like that night. So it was Tony was hosting.
Mm-hmm.
He brings all his friends. One year, Dave Chappelle came and did some stuff. Kevin Hart came and did some stuff. D-Ray, big name people, Jay Phillips, Tony Roberts, everybody. But it's just a celebration of Tony and who he is, and he's real. If y'all know Tony, he's cool with everybody. So it's that everybody comes. So they had like sets, not a full blown like show though.
Man, that tour would be crazy.
Yeah, I do know this. The conversation was had prior to Charlie Murphy's passing of the Murphys and the Rocks hitting the road, and that would have been fucking amazing. So
wow.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, man. Snowfall. No. Let's save Snowfall. Okay. Let's start with the comedy first. The comedy, which we all know as BMF.
I have to start this one off. I had a bet with y'all all year. We was gonna get some La La tits. Kev had a valid point of the high school son not wanting to have his friends and people. You know how that age bracket can be.
Yeah, man.
But I saw full cheeks and full side tit again.
Yeah.
I'm counting 2 of those as a win.
Come on, bro. That is exactly what I said we were gonna do.
Man,
We did not get
this was
what we got
this
on
was
Power.
This was true, but this was
On Power, we got full
Yeah.
full milk bladders, bro.
episode name. You're right. But I every time it comes on, my wife sees the excitement in me. And it's not for the like what's happening. It's for this moment. I want the La La tits to happen. But
That's funny.
I'll take the full cheeks.
Yeah. I thought about you when it came on. I'm like, Killer was right. He was at least we got full cheeks.
Yeah.
Definitely got some cheeks. Definitely. So what do we think of this latest episode of the comedy show called BMF?
I actually like this one, probably one of my favorite episodes, and it wasn't for the things that I like the show to be. Like it was just how they told, kind of fucked up Charles getting caught. You know,
Damn.
He finally losing his grip on his sloppy situation. And then I kind of like the story of where Meech and them are with trying to get back to the dope and trying to get back to what they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lamar and everything that's going on with him and almost getting God and still out there causing ruckus. I just like where they at in the show. But I like the show for the bang bang, for the shoot 'em up, for the tie 'em up. So we saw the nasty cops get into it. That was the nudity scene that we got as well. But I like where the show is. I like it.
No, I fuck with it, man. What was it? Cheating Ass Charles?
Cheating Ass Charles.
Nigga couldn't get his groove with the vibrating bed. He said, I can't find my rhythm. Shawty was disappointed, bro. I was sad for my man, bro.
Her name is Mabel. Do y'all know any Mabels? Y'all ever met a Mabel?
I have. My white great grandmother, first name is Mabel.
What do you know? What do you know?
She died.
Mabel.
She died at literally 99 years old and passed when I was in like 56th grade.
I mean, but that speaks
That's
volumes
the only Mabel I've ever heard
of the name Mabel. Like, we're not gonna meet any 25-year-old
Correct.
Mabels already. And the thing about it, I always have this conversation with the wife about people's names, and names are kind of like generational, but like names like Michael, Kevin,
Yeah.
like these are like Jason. These are names that kind of like stand the test of time. Like, I'm not sure if we're gonna get a run. Like, no, I take that back. We get a run on certain type of names. Like, I'm sure we're like what, like
Louise. You hear a lot of Louise middle names.
Erling.
I'm
just joking.
That's out there with the Mabels.
Right?
That's out there with the Mabels. Like, what's a popular name? Your kids in school. What's a popular name amongst the 13 to 16-year-olds?
Jasmine.
I'm about to say Jasmine. I really was Jasmine.
Jasmine had a hell of a run. I know people that named Jasmine that I went to high school.
Everybody's saucy now. I mean, you got Tiana's, you got all kinds of
Tiana's up forever. Tiana's up forever, dog.
You got all kinds of just the names that you see. Because my first grader, she has a passion for being the person that like provides for the class. So, well, no matter what it is, it could be Valentine's candy. She told my mom to get enough to where she can make every single person they thing. But then she want to do that also like tomorrow, just because it's Monday and want to brighten everybody's spirits. So she's always hustling the teacher to get a name of her classmates. She brings that home, and that's her drawing time. She making these cards. But these names, she'd be like, well, what name is this? And I'd be like, Desiraya. It's some names that's out there. So it's a multitude. It ain't like you said, the more common names are more uncommon now.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of the Elizabeth or like Susie's or like just names that kind of were just randomly you thought was common among certain people. No, they got names too.
I had a friend that I went to elementary, middle, and high school with, in elementary school and middle school, she went by her middle name. Middle name was something, very basic. And then when she got to high school, she started going by her first name, which was a lot of A's, a lot of U's, a lot of Z's. It was just something like off the wall. And it was just like she was really basically embracing her name. She's like, I'm sick of hiding what my name is, and that always stuck with me. And I kind of get that vibe when the NFL draft comes around, when we have a lot of people from foreign countries and things of that nature, and we butcher their names like Giannis. Like I can't even say the last name. Still ain't been in the league for like 8 years, but I was watching an interview with him. And his last name is not even his last name. His last name is changed to the Greek spelling as opposed to the African spelling because of passport reasons. And, he had his passport to come to the United States to play basketball. So he has to use his Greek spelling of his name and pronunciation as opposed to his African pronunciation, which I think is like, I understand, but it's fucked up. And I think we as people, whatever people's names are, we should have the common courtesy enough to learn them. And I can't even say the man's last name without fucking it up. Sorry.
Not to get too deep because we live, but my wife had a running joke because her first, middle, and last name give off the fact that she's definitely black. And then when she married me, her first name and last name give off like, what is this? Because she says that my last name, I'm mixed, like my mom's last name. So she just always had that running joke, like, I got more calls on interviews when I married you. They didn't even call me back when I sent it in on my maiden name, So that's our little running joke about names and people just having that kind of like, you know what it is kind of thing. So.
Definitely. All right, the show that we all love, Snowfall.
Yeah, man.
Shit is getting real. I mean, Leon out here living Nas's dream from Belly. He went to Africa. He went to the motherland.
Lived it up, too.
Lived it up. They spent at least 20 minutes of the episode in Africa, which gives us a ton of backstory about where Leon has been, him and Wanda, where they've been, because the first 2 episodes was all in LA, it was all about Franklin and everything that he's going on, and almost kind of like put Leon on the back burner. But Leon back in LA, went to the project, saw Big Dion, got niggas out here with the straps. It's crazy out here on Snowfall.
I like how they showed us like the dude catching up Leon on everything he missed out on. Like that scene where he was just telling him, yo, this dude was hit this dude up at the roller rink and this nigga got shot and then they bust back. Yeah, like the way they showed that was dope. I feel like Leon ain't gonna last too long because he ain't got nobody to side with. You saw Unc wasn't fucking with him.
Oh man,
Unc wasn't fucking with him at all.
Amy Joseph, who plays Unc, he needs an award, man.
Yeah, he's
like
solid.
Straight up. Like all jokes aside, man. I know we joke about squabbles and all the famous lines that he has, but man, he be acting his ass.
He puts you in that moment where you feel like you sitting right there in that bar, ear hustling. Like you said, oh shit, I'm about to go back. Like, you know what I'm saying? He is a great actor.
Yeah.
I think Leon might live. It all feels like he's setting him up to die. I think he lives.
He making it back to Africa?
I just think that I don't think he gets involved in the shits.
Oh no. I guarantee
he coming back.
I guarantee him and Big Dion, they're gonna have it out. They're gonna have it out. 100% they're gonna have it out.
Just because he like staying over there?
He's staying over there. The vibe of the projects is totally changed from when he was running the projects. It was obviously the project shits went on, but like dudes is out with the guns, they smoking crack in the house, fucking in the house, and playing video games. It's going down like over there. And I think that Leon and Big Dion gonna have a major falling out. Something gonna happen between them. The thing that I don't know what's gonna happen with Oso, because he went with Teddy on one of those missions and lit up the Russians, the KGB and all that shit. I don't know if Oso gonna make it out this situation.
See, I think the only way Leon go back is if his girl get take her out.
Oh man.
Then he gonna be mentally just Spud.
Wanda bought a gift for her grandma, took it to the crib. She wouldn't even open the screen door.
Hell nah.
That's what burning them bridges look like, kids. That's what when you burn a bridge. That's what it looked like.
All right, so if there's one, you can only name one character that you can guarantee make it out safe on Snowfall. You can only pick one. Who would that character be?
It's gonna be Franklin. He gonna be able to live to see all the mess he made.
Great point.
If I had to pick one person, I would pick Franklin's wife.
To survive?
Yes.
And you hate her.
I hate her. That's why I think she'll make it through. It's because she's gonna be. I still don't. The look in her eye. She has this look in her eye when she's in these scenes that just like Franklin. You don't see this look she giving you. It just don't feel connected. It don't feel right. I feel like she's got another motive, another objective, and her mama come from a sound like a long line of we fuck shit up and move on to the next. So
Hustlers.
yeah, man. So
Hustlers for sure.
she's the one I could see just survive it. It will just piss me off.
Man, I want to say Leon. I want to say Leon is the only one really that I think can make it out. But you bring up a good point about Franklin. Like that would be poetic justice to see everything around him crumble and he lose everything and he's still alive and don't have the money, don't have a family. I think it's going to ultimately end up very, very bad, man. But I mean, the show is hitting a home run.
Episode 3?
That was episode 3 that we just watched.
And we only got 10?
Yeah, we got 7 left.
And it's over?
And it's over.
I'm about to go down.
They're doing a great job so far. I'm happy with the season. I'm praying that it don't go left. I can't take another whatever the last season was. I can't take another season of that.
You don't want no tigers?
No tigers, no lions, nothing.
That was the bad part. I was actually having a conversation. I take that back. My dude sent me this clip of Bomani Jones works for ESPN. He has a show on HBO, and somebody asked him what's better, The Wire or Snowfall, and he brought up a great point. It's like Snowfall is a good show, but the acting on Snowfall is what makes it so great.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what made me think about Eamon Joseph and the way he portrays Uncle Jerome. And I mean, shoot, even Franklin, like he ain't from here.
Right.
He from the UK. And you couldn't tell me he ain't from the 80s in LA. The way he be using that slang, man. So the acting on Snowfall is top tier, man. All right. You had a question, Dizzle.
Yes.
You had a question about our hip hop project that we're going to embark on. So, according to the wiki and according to all the sources out there, hip hop, the lovely culture of hip hop, will celebrate its 50th anniversary in August. So I'm putting out this challenge to the pod and our listeners on the pod and watchers of the pod. We want to come up with the 50 best hip hop songs of all time. So my question for y'all, do y'all want to give it a shot?
My only question to it is, are we doing 50-1, like in order, or
no order? I say my vote is no order.
Correct. Then I'm all in if there's no order, because that's gonna be too stressful for me to figure out if it was an order to it. But if I can just pick 50 hot ones,
I can do that.
So this is my suggestion. Since we won't be on here just naming 150 songs. I say weekly, all three of us bring 2 songs to the table to be nominated.
Okay.
And my question for y'all, should we do eras? So like breaking down like, all right, man, from 73 to 80, and then 80 to 85, 85 to 90, and so on and so forth. Or just simply say
73.
Yeah, man.
That's 50 years.
A hip to that was 1973. So.
Damn.
Well, that song came out in 79.
Close enough.
Yeah, but like that's what they're saying. Or should we just simply bring 2 songs each, no matter what era? Just say, hey man, these are the 2 songs that I want to nominate for the top 50 songs of all time, and then have a backup song in case one of us overlaps a song.
What you thinking, man?
I'm thinking that we gotta do option B, only because if we do it by like 75 to like time frames, I'm afraid we're gonna get to the end and feel that at song 35, that there was a song we left behind that we can't go back to now.
Mm.
Fair enough.
So that's
I like it that way as well. I like it. Hey man, we all bring 2 songs to the table that we nominate.
When Dizzle brings Soulja Boy to the table, I'm gonna have to count it.
Soulja Boy is making the list. Over the hip, shit out of here. I'm just playing, but nah, ain't nothing from the 70s making my list. I'll tell you that right now.
It is your nominations of songs.
I'm
It
with
is your nominations of songs, man. So can't take away your song. So if my math serves me correctly, each week that'll be 2, 4, 6 songs a week that we are nominating. So let me do my math. So yeah, so that'd be like a little over 8 weeks of us bringing new songs to the table, and one of us will keep track of it. And then once we got them all down on wax, we run them down and say these are the top 50 songs in hip hop history according to You Can't Make This Up podcast.
Just in time for the summertime.
Yeah. Add that to your playlist. Mm-hmm. All right, man. So quick hitters. Matter of fact, before we Dizzle, because you had the questions about the hip hop project, was that even remotely what you thought it was gonna be?
I thought it was a Netflix show. When you had it in the notes, I didn't know. I was like, I didn't watch that.
Well, to be perfectly honest, the reason it kind of like popped in my head was, really the only hip hop updates that we get is whatever's going on with the Young Thug trial, or this person's mad at this person. To be perfectly honest, I get sick of that shit. Like, how many times can somebody smuggle drugs in the court to get a Young Thug? How many guys are gonna snitch on Young Thug? How many documentaries are gonna come out before the trial is done with Young Thug? Like, it gets tedious. So, I figure we bring something else to the table. And we're running like that, man. Couple quick hitters before we slide up out of here, man. Michigan man arrested after calling 911 on a hooker who wouldn't go through with a sexual act.
Damn, you want his money back? And the police show up?
Dumbass.
Sheesh. That's the life you're living, sir.
And goofy.
Speaking of documentaries, your boy Jesse
Smollett.
Yeah, man. The Anatomy of a Hoax is premiering on Fox Nation on March 13th. Will y'all watch it?
No, not at all.
Not a chance. So wait. It's a documentary about like how he orchestrated the testimony he had, or did you see the trailer?
Shit.
Oh, okay.
The whole shit.
From the alley beat down to the trial that ensued.
Yeah, I'm watching.
You are?
I'm gonna watch it, absolutely. I like watching dumb people.
No,
I like watching dumb people a lot.
I might give it a shot for the pod.
And you know what the crazy thing is? We were talking about this last week, and we both had a major issue with it, Dizzle. Hulu dropping the documentary for the Young Thug and Gunna trial before it was actually over. Not only does Hulu have one, but Netflix has one about the dude Alec Murdaugh from South Carolina who killed his wife and son. So they had documentaries about that out before the trial was concluded, and that trial actually concluded on Thursday or Friday. Yeah. Found guilty, by the way. He'll be going to jail for a very long time, man. Life. So it's not just us. They find these stories out here that get people's interest going, and they start making documentaries like that before shit is even done.
It's weird though, because it's the Young Thug shit is an open case still.
Yeah.
Aren't they not supposed to do shit like that on open cases? Because like the jurors, don't they get access to that shit?
You're not supposed to watch any of that stuff, but why can't I go to Dizzle's house and watch it? That's how I look at it. Like, why couldn't I go to my boy's house and just be like, what y'all watching? I bet y'all are. You know what I'm saying?
Give me some insight.
Right.
So, Dizzle, you brought up something about 3 years at sea on a cruise.
Yeah, man. So for $90,000 for the small price, and when you do the math, it's not that bad. For $90,000, you can cruise for 3 years straight with the Life at Sea cruises, fully equipped, dining, business center, all the entertainment. Have you ever been on a cruise?
I've DJ'd 2 of them.
Have you ever been on?
I've never been on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise.
Would you consider living there?
Hell yeah.
That's
what. Let me tell you something. when I went on the Royal Caribbean cruise, they put me in a suite with a balcony. And I thought I was the hottest thing on the ship. Like, I was by myself. The days that I was off were the days that we were in the city. So the days that I was DJing were the days that we were at sea, nothing to do but party and have a good time. So it made for a great trip. And the accommodations that you get, the service that you get, the meals you get, you hungry at 2 a.m. and guess what you
Room service. They come
1,095 days.
Man,
Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas lying.
shit.
man.
Ain't no way.
I bring the squad. We out of here.
For $90,000, when you really do the math for 3 years, that's damn near what you paying right now. Where you living at? You know what I'm saying?
Where y'all niggas live at?
Let me do the math. You got
That's like 30,000 a year.
and how many years in a month? I mean, wait.
Whoa!
How many
We
months?
going to ask for the next
30,000
trivia show.
divided by 12. That's $2,500 a month. But everything's paid for. You're not paying for gas. You're not paying for meals. No bills.
Well,
Like,
he has a wife and 3 kids. It's just
Okay.
me and the wife.
I'm not saying nobody's coming to see you either, unless you holler at them at the port for 24 hours while y'all there.
yeah. But you traveling the entire globe, Mexico, South Korea, Australia. Like, you going everywhere. Free Wi-Fi so you can work
When
from
I
there.
DJ'd the very first Royal Caribbean cruise that I did, you have a formal dinner every night that you can go to, and they sit you at a table and you have like your seat for the week. The couple that was next to me was a retired couple, and all they did was cruise, had an apartment in Miami. They would port, they would get off the cruise ship at like 9 in the morning, go to their apartment, wash their clothes. Next morning, hop on the next ship and cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So they were retired, and all they did was cruise. She said they cruised like 45 weeks out of the year.
Damn.
Bro, if you like that, you telling me I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
$90,000, 3-year experience to where you literally traveling the world, seeing every little thing. And then at the different stops, I saw that they got like hotel accommodations. So when you are stopped in South Korea for 5 days, they put you somewhere. I think it's a good deal.
When you signed it up?
When I'm old, nah, not right now. But if I'm retired
That's
and
a
I got
good
some
retirement
money in the
life, I'll tell you
bank,
that.
yeah,
That's a good retirement life. Because the way they treat you on them ships, man, you feel like a king. You really do.
Do I need to remind y'all of what happened with COVID on these cruise ships?
I thought you were about to say Titanic.
I
Like,
think-
Oh, shit, damn, I didn't even think of that.
You gotta go somehow. Might
Man.
as well go get in the drink package.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, shoot, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Want to give a shout out to everybody watching us right now on YouTube as well as Facebook. Shouts out to Dizzle for hooking us up with this StreamYard life.
yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna get the effects going. I really didn't get no effects this episode.
This will be weekly. We're gonna add it to the repertoire. So
Mhm.
tell your friends, be ready to check us out every Sunday morning when you wake up.
For sure.
You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out to next week.
Peace.